All right, y'all. So we're doing a little at-home workout today. A couple benefits to this. One of them being I don't have to waste time driving to the gym. And typically when I'm at the gym, I work out a lot longer. So it's even more of my time. And when I have more of my time available, I can spend more time with my girlfriend and my dogs. So that's a huge benefit. The other benefit, it's a shoulder day, by the way, is that the Sulik cheerleaders won't be hating on me because I don't have a car talk. I figured it out. They just don't like the car talk. It's got to be what it is. So I'm doing some warm-up sets right here. These are the adjustable Nuobel dumbbells. Love them. They're incredible. 40 pounds is what I was just working with. They go up to 80, and then I have some 100-pound dumbbells that if I'm feeling strong, I'll try to use those. But I'm just gonna basically just run this camera the whole time. And I don't have autofocus on, so I have to talk to you on one particular spot. But yeah, since we don't have a car talk, I'm just gonna run this pretty much the whole time I'm working out. And we'll talk about stuff while I work out. So, y'all are my gym partners today. I guess y'all are every day, but even more so today because we're doing a lot of chatting during the session. But yeah, obviously I'm doing the Sulik format. It's kind of lame to even call it that because it's like Sam's style is not having a style. He doesn't do a thumbnail, it's just a screenshot in a video. So he doesn't really have a thumbnail style. Mic'd up gym videos have been around since before anyone knew who he was, so that's not his style. People have talked in their car before the weight session, before anyone knew who Sam was as well. They're just normally parked in the parking lot. And then Sam is the one driving around. So that's like the that's like the only difference. But people have been making videos very similar to his for a very long time. But his explosion in popularity has people thinking that he's the first one to ever do it. So I had someone the other day comment and they said, dude, the title of your videos are the same as Sam's. So I want y'all to think about this. I want y'all to use this because the people hating have very little brain cells available. So I'm gonna walk them through it in case they're watching. The title of this video is gonna be Cut Day 43, Shoulders. So just think about it. It's the 43rd day of my cut, and I'm doing a shoulder workout. It's not very creative, okay? Yes, very similar to what Sam's gonna title his videos, but it's not like it's unique, you know what I mean? Like, if he had come up with a super creative way to title his videos, and then, people started taking it, that would make sense. But that's like the most vague description of a video ever. Like, what else do you want me to call it? It's the day 43 of my cut, and I'm hitting shoulders. What else do you want me to say? Now, I've seen some people titled their videos like Vengeance Day 14. There's no vengeance. I'm just working out, like comeback. I don't know, like what people, there's some corny stuff, I'm just working out. This is the 43rd day of my cut. I'm hitting shoulders. That's the only thing I can call the video. So the fact that someone said that is almost one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. So then I was like, okay, so the titles of the video, they're just pretty vague. So I'm like, I don't feel like I'm stealing that, So what else could they be mad about? So I thought about the bulk of the video. What's the longest portion of this video? Well, it's a mic'd up gym session. So I thought about it and I said, well, people have been doing that for forever. So I'm not taking that from Sam either, so people can't be mad about that. So I thought about it and I was like, Someone said the thumbnail. I was like, well, the thumbnail is just a screenshot. So that's not wildly creative either. Like there's a lot of YouTubers, there's YouTubers I see that for 10 years they've been on YouTube and their thumbnail is just a screenshot of their video. So I'm like, okay, that's not original to Sam either. So I'm like, what are these people getting upset about? And the only thing I can think is that I talk in the car before and after the video. That's the only thing. That's the thing that makes them say, you can't do that. Sam clone. It's so ridiculous, man. Because like, and I thought about this too, because I was like, okay. I was like, if you actually watch my videos, I added a vlog style to my video. So I actually walk to the gym holding my camera and talking. Sam doesn't do that. I walk into the gym holding my camera and talking. I walk around. I walk out of the gym holding my camera and talking. That's all unique to me. I don't wear a pump cover the whole workout anymore and reveal at the end. I take my pump cover off while I'm working out so I can actually show you all what's happening. That's, not like Sam. We have different training philosophies. We have different lifestyle philosophies. Sam only talks about lifting and eating. Like that's it. I talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, there's so many more differences than there are similarities. I think the only thing is the car talk before and after. That just really gets people riled up. But if you really watch the videos, they're quite different. They're quite different. So I thought about the car talk thing. And I was like, I'd probably upset a lot less people if I didn't talk in the car. Like if I sat at my kitchen table and talked about the workout and then went workout mic'd up and then got home and talked about how I felt about it, I was like, then people probably wouldn't think it's the same, Like that small of a change, people would be like, oh, this is different. So I was like, should I do that? But it just doesn't make any sense, y'all. If I want to talk about the workout, it makes sense to talk about it while I'm driving there. And if I want to talk about it, how it went afterwards, it makes sense to talk about it while I drive home. It doesn't make any sense for me to waste time sitting at home talking about it just to be different and then drive to the gym. And then, it's a waste of time. So it's just an efficient layout of a video. Talk on the way to the gym, workout mic'd up, talk on the way home. It's super basic. Like you call it, the super fans, they call it a style, but it's really not a style at all. It's like as basic as it gets. So unfortunately, for those people, I'm just going to keep making these videos just the way I'm doing now. And also, these 80s are feeling like I'm going to do the 100s. But I've also talked about it. Maybe I'll use these wrist straps. I never use these. We're gonna have to take a little break before we do the hundreds. Yeah, I've also talked about the fact that I get a lot of positive comments as well. Like I said, anyone that says something about copying, not only do they not actually watch my content because they would hear, my reasoning behind why I'm making these videos, and the fact that these videos don't get monetized. Well, this one could be because there's no gym music, but all the videos I make at the gym literally cannot be monetized, and because of the gym music, it's all copyright. So I can't make money off of it. And people are like, oh, you're just trying to dick ride on Sam's success. No, not really. There's nothing for me to gain from a monetary standpoint from my gym videos. So that completely squashes your theory right there. Not only that, but I have three codes. I have a code with Rise, I have a code with Helix, and I have a code with Built Bar. I don't even promote it on this channel. I am not trying to make any money off of y'all at all. Sam is. Sam is promoting his code with Hostel. So anything anyone's saying in the comments about that, they're just so wrong. It's crazy. So I just assume that they're really fucking stupid. But that's most people in the world. Most people are stupid. But anyway, enough about that. What I was saying before I got on that tangent is that I get a ton of positive comments. So everyone supporting me and enjoying the content and appreciating me. I don't want y'all to think that you go unnoticed. I respond to every comment I get. I mean, unless it's just like one word and I'll just like heart it or something. But I respond to the haters. I respond to the positive comments. I like the social aspect of social media. And I'm trying to be more social myself. So this is a way of coming out of my shell. But yeah, I just wanted to let the people supporting me know that I do appreciate the support. And to be quite honest, you know, I talked about how I don't really want to be part of the fitness industry, and I don't really have a desire to meet anyone in the fitness industry. So like people were like, who would you most like to collab with? And it's like, no one really. I would really like to collab with someone that's like a supporter of mine, you know? Like someone with either no following or a very small following. And that was also one of the only reasons I ever wanted to make it on social media, is I thought it would be cool to be able to put other people on. Like if you have a huge following and like, cause I don't really care, but if I had a huge following and I saw someone else that was like struggling to make it and they really want to make it, if I had the power to be like, go check out my boy, hit him up, give him a follow, and then that would, you know, make them make it. Kind of like how Keith Lee does food reviews. And there's like this struggling little restaurant and he does a review and overnight they like make $100,000 or something. Or like they're able to retire within like a month because they made so much money. Like that's fucking cool. So I would love to be able to put other people on. But yeah, anyone saying, this watch has been dead all day, I don't know why I'm checking it. Yeah, anyone saying the negative shit from y'all are so far off base, it's crazy. And anyone saying the positive stuff, thank you. Thank you so much, because I'm putting out all this content for free, you know? I have a job, I have a life outside of this. It's just like a hobby. I'm doing a full day of eating video every day. I'm doing a workout video every single day. I'm now posting food reviews on my TikTok. I'm reviewing protein cookies. Today I reviewed crumble cookie. You'll see that in the full day of eating. And I want to expand on that. I really want the content to become more about food than working out. But this is just the easiest thing for me to do right now. All right, we're going to grab these 100-pound dumbbells. And we're going to see how this goes. All right. I've actually never used these yet, these particular ones. I've done 100-pound dumbbells before, but all right, let's see. Whew, that was a grind. You know, what made that a lot harder, like more uncomfortable, is I didn't flip my freaking hat around, which I always forget to do. But because I would have liked to have pressed my head against the bench, or at least had it more like this. I was like slouched over because the bill of my hat was hitting the seat. So I'm probably gonna do another set of those, but I'm gonna flip my freaking hat around because I'm an idiot. So I don't know. I remember when I started making content, I was like, I'm just gonna make content strictly for me. But now I'm more interested in what y'all want to see. Now, granted, I want to hear what y'all want to see. But ultimately, I'm going to do what I want. But what I'm asking for, I guess, is ideas. And whatever idea I like the best, I'll do it for y'all. So I noticed that a while back because people would be like big creators would be like, oh, letting my followers choose what I do for a day. And I was like, that's dumb. Why would you let someone else choose what you do for a day? I was like, that's such a sellout move, you know, like you're just like begging for followers. But what I realized is like, these people have like millions of followers. So they're getting all this input. So they just pick the things they're willing to do, you know? Like, it's like someone might be like, you know, I might say like, what should I do next? And, you know, one person might say, you know, chop your own penis off. And another person might say, eat an entire cheesecake. Well, obviously I'm going to pick the cheesecake. You know what I mean? Like, so like really ultimately, like even though they're saying like, oh, I'm letting my followers pick what I do for the day, they're still picking, you know what I mean? So it's kind of what my philosophy with these videos. Give me some feedback on what you want. And ultimately I'll pick what I want to do. I'm still going to have the last say, you know what I mean? You know, as I chat and chat and chat, I realize that this will make for a long video if I just leave the camera running. So I'm probably, especially this because I need a long rest period. I'm probably gonna cut the camera in a second and, you know, give y'all a break from this incessant talking. Might be overexposed. Someone told me my triceps were looking bigger. I'm definitely overexposed here. All right, y'all. A last set of the dumbbell presses. I did, you know, I don't know why I'm wearing this. It's dead. I'll set it over there. All right. Yeah. An 8 rep set with the 100s. I definitely went to failure. Got to use these wrist straps because I have these dainty little wrists. I hate these wrist straps. I got these super stiff ones from SBD. I have their regular ones. And I love their regular ones. But these super stiff ones, I saw Joe Stanek talking about it. He's like a powerlifting coach. And he's like, you want the really stiff ones when you're hitting like a 1 rep max. He's like, that's like the most stable ones you can get. And I don't think so. I can't wrap them. Like they don't ever feel like they're tight enough on my wrist because they're so stiff. Like the other ones conform to my wrist. I bought the really long, like stretchy ones, still competition length because I wanted it to be valid when I make a lift. Like, side note, if anyone bench presses a lot of weight and they have elbow wraps on, I don't count that weight because it wouldn't count in a powerlifting competition. Like I get that they did it, but I've used elbow wraps before and it increases your bench. It does. It gives you more spring. It's like, I'd say for me personally, it probably add like 30 pounds to my bench. So I'm not saying those people aren't strong, you know, and it might be the safer way to do it. But if anyone has elbow wraps on when they bench, I don't actually count that as their PR. You know what I mean? And I don't count, I don't know if y'all watch Lex Little. I don't watch him, but I did click on one of his videos the other day because he hit 410. It was like his new bench PR. Yo, his butt must have came this high off the bench. It was one of the ugliest bench presses I've ever seen. And I was like, I saw it and like, I don't want to be a hater, you know? So I'm not going to say like, hey bro, that didn't count, but it didn't count, you know? Like it wasn't really a good lift. Like if he had his butt on the bench, I don't even think he could hit 405 right now. So I was surprised that he posted that and that everyone was just hyping him up. They were like, holy shit. But I was like, dude, he was fucking like coming off the bench. I don't know. I guess I'm just particular like that. But what I was saying about these is the flexible ones, they really contour around my wrist. They feel way more stable. These never really feel quite tight enough. So I hate these wrist straps. I don't know. My other ones might actually be right over there, but whatever. All right, last set. Would love to get 8 reps again. That would be great, but whatever we get, we get. We got 8. I was trying to be a big man and do 9, but that 8th rep was like, it was ugly. My arms were moving at 2 different paces. That was crazy. All right, we're gonna do some lateral raises. All right, y'all, so I actually am turning on the autofocus for this one. Just I don't feel like fighting with finding focus. I think it should do all right. I don't like the focus breathing. And anytime like you put your hand in front of your face or something, the camera's like struggling to find focus. So I always manual focus everything in the gym, but the dumbbells won't go in front of my face. So we should be all right. So I think I'm just gonna I did those dumbbell presses. I'm gonna do some laterals, probably like 3 or 4 sets. And then I'm gonna do rears and I'm gonna call it a night. I was thinking about doing front raises, but we're gonna keep this one short. All right, let's see. Stand about right there. Whew. That was pretty intense. So that was 30 pounds. I'm gonna go to 35, but I've never been strong at lateral raises, and my delts tend to be a weak point in my physique, so it makes sense, right? Although when they get pumped, they look pretty good. Not pumped, I'm basically Dylan O'Brien. If I pumped up, the delts hold their own. I will say, I'm definitely noticing gains from consistency. Shouldn't be surprising, but if you have followed my content over the years, I've been pretty inconsistent. I'll take 3 months off at a time. I'll stop working out entirely. I'll come back only working out like 2 or 3 days a week. Right now, this is my 43rd day of working out every single day. And like today's workout is gonna be short. I'm definitely not doing the most, but I'm doing something. And that's a big difference from doing nothing. Before I started this, I was working out like a couple days a week for a while. And I was kind of just I was maintaining my physique. It was fine. I mean, I was like, people would ask me, for workout routines and like comment that I had muscles. It wasn't like I wasn't in shape, but like I definitely noticed a difference, which isn't surprising. Being more consistent. It's pretty nice, especially with the pump. And that's why I stopped wearing the pump cover the whole workout, because like, I'm so glad I'm not covering this up right now. I don't know. I'm so glad I'm looking at the pump and appreciating it while it's happening, rather than waiting to the last like few minutes of the workout to see it. And also, what I just said about Lex Little's bench press, I'm not hating on the kid. He seems like a really nice guy. He's like in his 20s. I won't say kid. I actually hate when people do that. But he looks really young though, he does. Which is good for him, especially as he gets older. He'll appreciate that. But yeah, he seems like a really genuine guy. very fun loving. He has a girlfriend he's held down for a long time. Like, all respect to this dude. Very successful social media guy. Super strong. Like, I don't deadlift or squat. So, like, that alone, like his deadlift and squat's amazing. His bench press is super strong too. He did a clean 405. But I'm just shocked that he posted that 410. Like, to the point where I can see someone that doesn't lift a lot and like ego lifts a lot posting that on like TikTok or something, thinking it counted. But I can't see someone with as much experience as Lex posting that in a serious context. Like, I almost think he posted it as kind of like clickbait. Like, so he could title the video New Bench PR. And so he could possibly get some people saying, hey bro, that doesn't count. And that would generate more interaction with this video and propel it even further. Because there's no, I just can't believe, I just can't buy that he counted that lift. Because he has to know. He watched that video, he knows that that wasn't a good lift. And once again, it's not hate, that's objective. If he did that in the powerlifting competition, well, one, it was touch and go, so it wouldn't have counted already. But even if he had paused it, if his butt came off the bench like that in the powerlifting competition, he knows that wouldn't count. Yeah, see, 35 was a bit of an ego lift for me there. On one rep, I actually went up on my toes to build momentum. And then after that, it was like partials. It's too much weight for me, especially with my collarbone injury. I hear so much little cracking and so much crepitus in this shoulder. I can feel it like in my ear. Because I'm deaf from my skull injury. I'm like 75% deaf, I'd say, in this ear. So when your ears are stopped up and you hear the sounds inside of your body so much louder, it's like this right shoulder in my ear, I just hear like every time I lift it. But it never really hurts, so I just keep going. But yeah, I'm gonna go back down to 30 for the next one because I was definitely kind of being a douchebag right there with the 35s. It's just I see people using like 50 or 60 pounds. I saw some guy doing laterals with 80-pound dumbbells. And I'm like, what planet are you from? Like, what is going on? Like, what about your body is making you able to defy gravity? It doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. Unless it's like, I hope y'all heard that. Holy shit. Let me see if the other side got some. Oh, I hope it picked that up. That was crazy. That was, man, it feels so good to crack your back like that. Phew. Whew. If I had every piece of equipment that the gym has, I would just do all my workouts at home. I really like this format of video. Like the car talk, with the mic'd up gym and the car talk, it's easy, it's cool. This is even easier. And I feel like I think of so many more things to say while I'm working out. So it's a lot more talking. The time is more efficient. I have everything I need to get a good workout, but there's just some, not legs. The equipment at the gym for legs is better. I don't have much for legs. I'd have to do a lot of free weights, which I don't like. But there's like a preacher curl machine I really like at the gym. What else? Oh, there's that Arsenal overhead thing. That's pretty cool. I can rig it up on the cables, but it's not quite the same. So I like arm day at the gym. I like leg day at the gym. If I had like a captain's chair, which I don't know where I'd put it, where I could do hanging leg raises. I have the Bosu ball. I have the cable to do cable crunches. I do like their crunch machine though. The gym just has some cool stuff. It has some cool stuff that keeps me going back. But I would love to have all that here and not have to go to the gym at all. And just format the videos like this. Just talk while I lift. All right. Will I do one more set or two more? I'm just gonna do one more, and I'm gonna do rears, and then we're done. Yeah, and really, I know from an optimal standpoint, optimal science-based lifting, I know that every set is less efficient, right? Every set that you do is less efficient than the last one because you're tiring yourself out. So as far as like how many total reps and sets you should be doing, to me, once you're fatigued, I mean, that's kind of like, that's your body telling you that you kind of don't need anymore. It seems like. I mean, like just now, I was doing the 30s on lateral raises. I don't even know how many reps that was. I might have got 8 clean ones. And then I was doing partials. I feel like I took it to the limit. My body doesn't need any more sets after that. Like the 2 sets with the overhead press, if I'd have done a third, I mean, I might have got 6 reps, but I feel like I did what I needed to do with those 2 sets. And you'll see a lot of people now doing 1 working set and then they go to a different movement. So 2 working sets should be fine. The shoulder pump is legit right now. My rears, I don't know if you can see my rear delt right now. My rears really don't need work at all. They're kind of like my forearms and my calves. My forearms, I don't know if y'all can see how big my freaking forearms are, but they really are enormous. Like to the point where it's like, it's kind of stupid. I feel like it is disproportional. That's why I always try to build my upper arm. But my forearms just keep growing too. It's very frustrating. But yeah, it's kind of how my rear delts are. I don't need to hit them, but I'm going to. Just to put in a little bit more work. Because part of the reason that I am working out beyond just pure hypertrophy is to be active and burn calories. So I have not been doing my cardio. I have not been keeping up with it. And because of that, this is like my training every day is how I work out. I mean, it's like how I get my heart pumping, how I burn calories, because my cardio has been pretty lacking. I set out to do, at one point I was doing 20,000 steps a day, and that took it down to 10, and now I'm averaging about 4,500. So I'm really slacking. I don't do any dedicated cardio. I just walk when I can. But yeah, my cardio has been shit. So this is kind of my training and my cardio, which I don't know the science. Let me see where this is at. Damn, look at that delt, y'all. Shit. You didn't focus right there? Get some striations, you know. I was just trying to check where my framing is on this camera, but I guess you get to see the delt like that, baby. We'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. But yeah, like I don't know the science behind it. I think that'll work for delts. I mean, you probably need to step back a little more. Let me turn this just a little bit. Yeah, but to me, what you're doing with cardio is you're elevating your heart rate, right? So, focus on that tri. So I'm doing my triceps are looking big. What do y'all think? I think they always look small, but as I get leaner, they show more, and it probably gives the appearance that they're getting bigger, even though they're not. All right, so I can't finish my damn thought. And to me, cardio, you're just like, you're elevating your heart rate, right? For an extended period of time. My heart rate is elevated right now. So I just don't see how it's that different. I know I'm taking rest periods, but if you go intense with your workout, to me, it's a pretty good cardiovascular workout. I mean, my heart is definitely pumping. All right. This is my favorite rear cable move, or rear delts, rather. I'm gonna go up. That was 20 pounds on each side. I'm gonna go to 25. And shout out to Rep Fitness. I still need to change this because this bar sucks. Like, have you seen these videos before? I don't love everything about the rep stuff. There's some stuff I hate. But this power rack with the double cable system, I mean, really, you could have just this and a barbell and some plates, and you could do anything you want. You could do anything you want. You could have like a freaking, I don't even know, like probably 8 by 10 room. And this room could literally end like right here. And I could do everything I wanted to do with a barbell and this rack system with the cables. It's an amazing piece of equipment. Incredible. Did I change both of those or just one? I'm talking so much I forget. 25. Yeah, I changed both of them. Yeah, we're just gonna, that was technically, the first set was a working set. I just did more reps than I wanted to because the weight was lighter. But this next one, I'm gonna try to do like, 8 reps. That's what we're doing, 8 reps. If you haven't noticed the theme yet, and that's not me copying Sam, it's me listening to the optimal guys. Man, when those shoulders are pumped, if this is what I look like all the time, that'd be pretty freaking sweet. I'm at kind of a weird place with my cut because my appetite has increased. And I've said, I want to make this channel more about like food. I want to do a lot of different food reviews. I want to eat like, I don't want it to be one of those like diet hack channels where everything's like a protein replacement, low calorie replacement. I want to eat like real good food. I like food. I like food more than I like working out. So like for instance, today I did a crumble cookie review and I was able to fit it in the diet. I started the morning with a, what did I eat this morning? Let me see what I ate this morning because I logged it all. Oh, I ate some, that's why I don't remember it because it wasn't that good. It was okay, but I ate some steak. It was some sirloin, sous vide sirloin and like a little gravy. It was like a pre-made thing. I just heated up and I made some white rice with it. And then I ate the crumble cookies and I'm still going to be able to have another steak. I'm going to make my own steak. So that's going to be a meal, just steak. And then my last meal is going to be a double bison, double cheddar burger with a side of green beans. And as I said before, no keto bread. It's real bread. It's not 96.4 ground meat. It's 90.10, so there's a little bit of fat to it. I'm going to cook it in real butter. We're not cutting any corners. We're not doing anything. This is real food. The cheese is reduced fat. Tastes exactly the same. There's some substitutes that taste exactly the same, and that's one of them, reduced fat. It's not zero fat. Fat-free cheese is different a little bit, but reduced fat you'd never notice. But yeah, so I'm having steak twice, rice and gravy, a double cheeseburger, and crumble cookie, and I still actually would have 150 calories left to be in a deficit. Not for maintenance, I'd still be in my deficit. So I could finish the night with like 3 Oreos or something if I so chose. All right. We'll talk about this. I got sidetracked. We'll talk about this in a second. All right, that felt good. We'll do one more of those. But what I was saying is I managed to do the crumble cookie review today and still stay on the diet. But there's other times where I wanted to eat a lot more. I wanted to eat like over 4,000 calories. Right now my deficit's 3,200. I've definitely had some nights where I'd like to eat about probably 5K. I have the appetite for it. So I'm kind of at a weird place because I look good. I'm not shredded, but I lost a bunch of weight, so I look a lot better. And I have some more freedom to eat a little bit more. So part of me is considering maybe like main gaining right now, up in the calories, maybe to like 4K, 4,200 maybe, and just main gaining. Because from a fitness perspective, if your accountant's just fitness, yeah, you probably want to be as shredded as possible and look as crazy as possible. But if I'm trying to make my account more about food and fitness as like a side thing, then puppy dogs, then I could look like this indefinitely. Crudy. Oh, you literally just headbutted me, dude. Let's see. Crudy doo. Let's get Maya too. Come on, Maya. Maya's big. How'd you, Maya? No, Maya, look. All right, y'all. That is one more set, then I'm coming chill. Whew. But yeah, say my channel was primarily cooking and fitness was just a side thing, I would be a super fit cook. Like an abnormally fit cook. So I'm just trying to figure out where I want to take it. Because another thing about if you get too lean to where it's not sustainable, like let's say I keep getting leaner and at some point I take it down to like 2,300 calories. 2,300 calories is not a sustainable amount of calories for me. Not to live the life I want to live. So what that means is I can get that lean. I could do that for a little while, but inevitably I would start to eat more and I would gain weight back, and then I would feel fat because I saw myself so lean. And that's a mind fuck. That is a mind fuck. So I don't know. I look pretty damn good right now. I don't want to give up on the cut just yet, but I've been strongly considering just main gaining at this point. Training every day, working hard, and eating good, and seeing what comes of it. Oh, shit. Whew. That was serious. All right. We can do a little, we can do a little pump check. I'm vlogging, motherfuckers. What's up? What's up, motherfuckers? All right, let's see. All right. Is that how I want it? Let's do it on this side so I can look at the screen. Is that gonna be good? It's not putting me on this little crack, is it? Where is this crack? It's right, okay, it's over there. That should be good. All right, let me turn the light down in here a little bit. I know it's gonna be overexposed. All right, and now, let's do this. I really need to take this freaking painter's tape off. You know what? Y'all are just, I'm not gonna cut any of this out because I want y'all to see the actual process of what I'm thinking. That's why I get so frustrated. That's not gonna go any higher. It could go higher if I extend the legs, but I don't feel like it. That's why I get frustrated when people get mad at the gym talking, because it's like, I'm just, like some people are like, oh, you shouldn't be giving advice. I'm just giving y'all my mental, like my thought process in what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. That's it. I'm not telling you to do it like me. I'm literally just explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing. And a lot of times I even say, I'm like, this doesn't actually, it probably doesn't make sense. It's just my way of thinking. It's just the way that I see it. What I believe is happening. But there's no proof in the science, you know? Like I'll say there's no scientific backing in this. I just think this is what I've noticed. And I mean, you know, I might not be, you know, a fucking professional bodybuilder, but I've made some gains, you know. I'm not a small guy. I'm not a small guy. I haven't reached victim weight yet, is what they call it, I think, which is so dumb. 200 pounds is victim weight. I'm not there yet. So, anyway, that's it for the video. I'll see you on the next one.